Yeah, street cred. I'm a rapper. You know, three speeding tickets, man. Three speeding tickets. And then they're like in the span of 2 years. It was like when I was 19 and 20. I follow the law now. No one's perfect, but I try not to speed. I'm just being honest with you. But um, I don't know why people make these stories and snitch on them if there's not like evidence, because that's very dangerous with the police. Like you're just gonna tell a story. Oh yeah, I no, I murdered like 26,000 people. That was part of the joke. Uh, but you know what I mean. It's like you don't you tell stuff that happened. It's in the record, so I'm gonna I'm gonna share this with you because it's been long enough. Um, so the first time, I don't even remember. I don't even remember where the registration is in my car, because like you're really freaking out when the cop pulls you over, and you're like, is this the registration? Is this it? Yeah, bro. Uh, yeah, this is so. That's exactly what I was doing. I first time, whatever. Second time, uh, did not learn my lesson. When you're young, you don't learn your lesson, and you like speeding. You like speed. Like I got it when I got my license when I was 18. I got a car when I was 19, so I never had that experience. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome! Floor it. When you're young, we've all sped when we were young, man. That's why there's like insurances based around it and everything. But um, the second time, uh, I mean, it was reasonable. I mean, it's reasonable for me to go that. I felt that it was reasonable for me to drive that fast too. I get it. You're never supposed to go over the speed limit. That's why it's called a limit. But I'm gonna be the smoke spokesperson for humanity here. Newsflash: we all speed at least 5 miles above the speed limit in this area. This is why it's justified. There's no one there. It's pretty much like a highway. Only there's houses over here and woods over here. Completely like no one around, and you're supposed to go 35. 35. It's like a highway. I get it. There's houses over there, but there was no one around. So guess what I did? Oh, 55. Whatever. Um, I get it. The safety is important and everything, but 35. In my brain, I was thinking this is stupid. Um, so I went 50, and I got caught. My friend was with me. Uh he thought that was hard. He thought it was hilarious, man. Like, oh yeah, I think he said like we killed someone or something. I'm like, shut up. Seriously. We didn't kill anyone. I just got a speeding ticket, and he thought it was like thug life automatically. Now so that was his joke. But when you're getting a speeding ticket, you really don't need that. That pissed me off, man. That really did, because if the officer, I think they say, "Can I record?" and then they record you. This was before that. I'm thankful. I thank the Lord that him being impulsive and saying that didn't. But um he wouldn't the cop wouldn't have found it funny either. But anyway, um yeah, I got a ticket for that. He ended up telling on me, so he snitched on me too. It was like, Jesus Christ. um I was afraid to speak up. Like, I'm like, in my mind I was freaking out. Like, it's like, should I lie? I wasn't going to, but when you're freaking out, yeah, it crosses your mind. Yeah, but he spilled the beans that we were just going to his house. And guess what? That's no excuse to be speeding that much. If like if I would have said like, "Oh yeah, my pet's dying or something," like I need to get there. Uh, that's how it works. But hey, it worked out for the best because he was 1 for 2 because he sped that along and got the truth out faster. All right, you think I learned my lesson this time? You kidding me? I'm 100% beef. This is younger 100% beef. I'm in my prime now. I'm prime 100% beef. But the third time, yes, the third time, I really fucked up. It was questionable the last one, but I fucked up. I think I went 75. I'm not gonna like. It's like my memory's terrible. Uh, trying to remember. I think it was 75 in a 55. Beef editor here. I remember now it was 75 in a 50, so it was worse. It was bad because like when you get off the highway, uh, and yeah, there's like they like do that. They play that trick on you where they put it like the speed limit like you know 10 less. So that you gotta make sure you don't speed around there. But guess what? I didn't care. I just went whoop, kept going 75. Okay, I'm gonna say like speeding is dangerous. No one should do it. Go by your speed limit or the 5 above like you're doing. Shh. But uh going 75 into 55 is unexcusable. I could 75 into 50. My bad. It's worse. I could have wrecked myself. I could have wrecked like it's dangerous. Like that's no laughing matter. Um that was actually like 55 and a 35. 50 and a 35, you're killing me. You said that earlier. I wasn't gonna harm anyone. I don't think. But yeah, I could have really like if I wrecked it would have been bad. So I'm glad someone pulled me over there now so I learned my lesson. And I did learn my lesson because I was pissed. I was so many emotions were going through me at the time. I was pissed because number one, I got caught. Number two, I was upset with myself that I was ashamed of myself. So there's that, and I was angry with myself, and like it's just so many different emotions going through me when this happened, and I'll like this part of the. I know I've been pretty silly in this video, but this part is the most serious part. Also with not speeding, I was so full of adrenaline. I actually punched myself in the eye. I was so mad at myself. It was bad. I was so like I was pissed doesn't even describe it. I was infuriating. It was infuriating that I let myself do something like this. I knew if I sped again, this would have been bad for me, but there I was speeding again. So I felt like I didn't deserve the car. Like I didn't deserve the gifts that I inherited the car from my step grandma that passed away recently. Uh, but I was so like I just like knocked the mirror off of it. I was so angry, and I had to get a new mirror. But I was actually like planning on like going over a break with me in it because when you're that angry with yourself and upset with yourself, it's scary. Um, there's like so much bad adrenaline that was going through me that I wasn't thinking clearly that I thought I actually was going to kill myself that night because of this. Because I mean, it wasn't even just that. I thought that was over. I wouldn't be able to go to my job again that I had at the time. I thought my life was ruined. And it's I mean, at the time, that's rightfully so, but it was so extreme. I had to call my uncle just to calm down, and I'm glad I did not do that because um I was not thinking straight, and I needed to just sleep it off. Um, you can actually go back to one of my older videos and see I have a black eye. That's actually what it's from. I I don't get in fights. So anyway, enough. Thanks for listening and respecting the story, because this whole thing is pretty funny now, but there is a couple serious parts in there, and I'm glad we got through them. So after that, uh, uh, I had three, so I had to go to this hearing. Now I did everything to make sure I looked as innocent as possible. I was it was like there was days before um I was 20. It was gonna be days before I was 21. So when you're 20, you're allowed to have your parents with you because you're not a quote unquote adult, like full blown adult yet. I guess that's 21 when you're a full blown adult. But uh, anyway, so I brought my dad with me, and I was dressed up, of course, and like I said, I was doing anything to get out of this, man. So I actually said, "Excuse me, sir," as I went past him. That was probably what did it, because when you plant that seed, you gotta plant. First impressions are very important. Beef editor here, him is the officer that pulled me over that time. Um, that's part of the ritual. Ritual. All right, proceed. And you got to plant that seed early, because how many times someone did something that pissed you off the first day, and you never look at them the same. I mean, yeah, you can still be friends, but there's that small part of you that's like, I remember the first time you like. It's important to get good first impressions. I called him sir, uh, and yeah, I sat down. Oh, something I totally forgot. Like, I was so mad at myself. Beef editor again. This part, uh, when I was actually like shouting. Like, I was so mad at myself when I got the ticket. Like, like suicidal things and stuff. I was mad. Like, I was so mad I could not just keep control of myself. I'm sure he was recording then. Hopefully he did not hear the recording. Uh, um, if maybe that played something into this, who knows? I'm going off my head, so uh, people tend to like this better instead of writing a script. So beef editor agrees with you. It's much easier. Anyway, I was there. Fuck. That's why I wrote a script. But okay, yeah. So I actually came in, like, I had the balls to say, look, I had to put not guilty. That's what you do to get a hearing. You have to put not guilty on it on a piece of paper. Beef editor here. First thing, I'm telling you, first thing, I'm like, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. Let's talk about this. So I was already saying, like, going against what I said. I said I'm not guilty. I didn't do it. And to make matters worse, the guy before me said this judge was a bitch. Like, his words, not mine. She was actually really nice. She's doing her job. But this guy, this guy is saying, "Oh, she would not work with me at all," and he was about 40, so he was probably like, I, down the road. I didn't want to end up like him, where, like, I didn't want to end up like this guy. But that scared me in the moment. I'm like, holy shit, she must be tough. You go. I was waiting in this room silent with my dad. I didn't know what was gonna be, what was gonna happen. This is the first any trouble I had. I guess it's technically with the law. It's like I have a clean record, so like this is like I was petrified. I was petrified when they even like pulled me over. Like that, even that's scary to me. I'm like, I'm not used to that shit. I know it's scary for everyone, but you know, especially like someone. But that so actually, when I got in there, like I said, I called him sir. Uh, I made sure my hair was down. Anything to make sure, like, look as innocent as possible. And I had the balls to say, I I did it. Listen, I did it. I had to do. I have to check it. To I don't think I said that part. I said I did it. Beef editor. Oh, sorry, wrong hat. Beef editor. Yes, I actually said that because that was the only reason when I checked it. I said that. That's the only reason. If I checked, you know, guilty, I would have just, you know, oh well, you have to check not guilty to go to the magistrate about it. So that's what I told her. That's the only reason why I lied. I just want points off my license. So she was like, at first she was like, why are you? What's the point of this? Like, because when you put not guilty, you're supposed to speak on why you were not guilty. So I actually finessed the system. Good idea for a story. I finessed the system where I said I was not guilty, and then I went in there and said, "Look, I'm guilty." And then she's like, "Oh, we might as well end this now." I'm like, "Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. I did it. I did it. I admit it. I just need some points off my license." And um I brought in college in this. I was going to college at the time. Still am. I was gonna lose my job if I didn't have a ride. You know, I had a lot going for me at the time. At the time, I had a lot going when I was 19 and 20. I had a lot going for me in today, like world standards. But so I said like I was bad at tests. Like so, like if I had to retake the test and lose my license from this, like if I had enough points, you have to retake your license. So I did not want that to happen. I did not because I'm terrible at tests. I sure as hell told them that. I failed so many tests, multiple choice. It's terrible. It was terrible. So it took me 6 times to pass the permit test. 6 times. You know how bad that is? Like, it's bad when you can't focus to study, so you go in there and you memorize what you missed last time and just hope you pass. I actually did study the last time I had someone there with me, so that did make a difference. But man, 6 times. I was not gonna repeat that shit. After that, I gave my dad the spot. He wanted to say some stuff. So of course, it was the judge's decision or magistrate. All through this, I'm calling her a judge, but she's technically a magistrate. So he said the fact that I didn't want to pull my autism card. he like I wanted to be like responsible, but like he pulled the yeah he just had a rough life card, and it was good that he did it and not me. uh, yeah, it matched with my dad's story that I was going through a lot of issues. I mean, even my mom passed away when I was 19. So like I was really feeling the effect back then of it. So, you know, yeah. It was good that he did it, not me, so I didn't look like I was making excuses for myself. So after that, she was thinking about it, and she said yes, amazingly, and then the cops like, I don't know, but he was going really fast, and I'm like, I think I learned my lesson. I said I think I learned my. Oh my god, I think I learned my lesson. I was like, the reason I said that is because uh like even though we never get caught, like even if we don't try the speed, it's easy to speed, especially on the highway. And I was like I was really literal. I would have said I've learned my lesson, but to be honest, we're all gonna speed again. We just gotta minimize it as much as possible, you know. So I wanted to be literal, and I mean, he was convinced. Oh no, you know why they were convinced too? I was like, look, I got the money. That was actually the first thing I said. I said, look, I have the money. You have the money? Perfect. That's money solves your problems, man. Yeah, I had the money for the tickets, so I said I had the money. I did it. Whatever. Yeah, I said the only reason I did it because if I said I did it, you know, I would have had to retake my license. So they actually said yes. They actually said yes, and they pushed it back to like 60. Said I did 65 instead of 75 or 60. You know how my memory is, man. So I got to keep my license, but I have to be good for the next 3 years. Like it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years without a ticket, but until I'm 25, I cannot get a ticket or I have to retake my license. I really fucked myself up here, but I'm on. This is the point of the video. God works in is a he's a forgiving person because I know I swear and stuff, but like, you know, I'm human too. But I'm just saying that God, and it was like I don't want to like promote God and like swear at this, but God just I'm hungry. I'm trying to make a sense. But God, yeah, beef editor here. Guess who hasn't ate dinner yet because I'm editing the video. Thanks a lot. You think you shut the fuck up. I mean, oops, shut up. Sorry, God. I'm talking about God. Go ahead. God, like appreciate what you have because if you don't appreciate, you know, if anything went wrong that time, if you know, she was like the judge was like, no, you're guilty. You said you were guilty. You know, if anything else would have played, I could have lost my license. If anything played out right, I wouldn't possibly be here. I mean, I know it sounds like a ridiculous reason why to end your life, but at that time, I was so angry. I thought my life. I thought I couldn't go to school anymore. I couldn't. I, you know, I, you know, I always make songs about like when I'm frustrated with jobs. I take jobs way too seriously. That's why I don't like to get in them. Um, it's not that I don't want to work. It's just the fact that I get so into it. I feel like I'm never good enough. I go all in with stuff. So I was like, I thought my life was over. I'm like, there's no way to get a future now. Like, I, but you know, little things. You know, I talked with my uncle. I was scared what my parents were gonna say. Like, seriously, I didn't want to go home either. He calmed me down. You know, little things like that that you know could have gone differently. I could have crashed. I could have. It's all many possibilities, and you know, just things like that. Just this story is great because it shows that people like it's just don't take things for granted because like be thankful because I could have been gone just like that. Now I'm gonna quote one of my favorite YouTubers. I have a lot of favorite YouTubers. I mean, hey, look, that's it. After prison show, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and yeah, just don't take things for granted because they will take them away from you. I was lucky, man. Don't speed. No one should speed more than five because everyone goes 5 above the speed limit. Let's be honest. All right, bye.